Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be telling you guys 8 ways that you can make the most amount of money before the next Grand Theft Auto Online DLC, no matter your playstyle and no matter the types of friends or crew members you have in Grand Theft Auto Online. That's right, so a user on the GTA Online subreddit, SanshaXII, actually created this post, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I'll leave a link to it in the description, and it essentially has 8 ways, no matter your amount of loneliness, friends you have, or amount of time you have, to make the most amount of money in the shortest possible time in Grand Theft Auto Online. Because we do know updates are coming out, and whether it's the Cunning Stunting DLC or whether it's the Criminal Organization, Finance, and Felony DLC, you know you're going to have some stuff to buy, and you know that you're going to need some money and some cash in Grand Theft Auto Online. So with out of the way, let's not waste any more time, and let's get it started. Okay, so the first method is for someone who has 3 reliable friends who are always on at the same time as you. And if you have a scenario like this, the best thing to do would be to try the Criminal Mastermind Challenge, and as well as the Loyalty and other in-order challenges. Now, I know that that is not an easy task. However, heists have been out for nearly a year now, and with that have come new vehicles and obviously time to practice, and there's tons of guides on YouTube in order to how to do the Criminal Mastermind Challenge in an extremely easy fashion. It's definitely not as difficult as it was within the first month or 2 months of that DLC coming out, when there wasn't tips, there wasn't tricks, there wasn't guides showing you how to do it. But now if you follow some simple steps, use some vehicles like Armored Kuruma and the Insurgent, you should really have no difficulty completing the Criminal Mastermind Challenge. The hardest part probably is finding 3 reliable friends that have about 2 to 3 hours to do this with you. But at the end of it, you'll most likely come away with around $14 million, which is extremely nice. And since the next set of DLCs likely don't tend to be lowriders, or probably won't be any cars that cost extreme amounts of money, that $14 million might take you places, and it might allow you to buy some cool things, whether it's VIP organization headquarters or whether it's maybe new armored transport vehicles for drug trafficking. Who really knows? But that is certainly the best way to make a ton of money, albeit a pretty interesting challenge. But I know you guys are up for it, and if you have 3 reliable friends, that's definitely the way to go. Scenario number 2, you have 3 reliable friends and we have unlimited time and patience. So for this one, you simply want to do the Pacific Standard Job heist on hard, all setups, and the finale at 25% each. So the Pacific Standard Job is the last heist. It's essentially the bank heist, and I know that this can get boring pretty easily if you do it over and over and over again, but is the single most efficient, legit money farming method in the game. That's right, Rockstar have allowed us, thankfully, to complete the heist individually. We don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of like they're meant to in a storytelling fashion. I think that's fun for the very first time you play heist, but honestly, some of them are not worth it. Some of them are really hard, some of them are kind of challenging, and the Pacific Standard Job makes the most money. So once again, if you have 3 reliable friends, really an unlimited amount of time, you and a group can really get the whole thing done in an hour and can collect about $432,000 for the setup. And once you've each taken a turn, you should be walking away with around $1.6 million, which is not a small amount of money whatsoever. And because you can do them over and over and over again, there's no like cooldown timer on the heist themselves. For the most part, you can essentially do these at an unlimited pace, which is super cool. The next scenario is I have 1 to 3 reliable friends with plenty of time and decent patience. So for this, you want to start a VIP organization, and what you want to do is do many of the VIP jobs. So whether it's hostile takeover, whether it's any of the ones you can do like sightseer, executive search, you want to do these, and you want to do them and then do a contact mission. What that contact mission will do will actually reset the timer so that you can just simply do these VIP jobs and challenges over and over and over again. I think when Executives and Other Criminals first came out, I made a video on this saying how, like, you know, you can do a VIP challenge, but then if you immediately do a contact mission, it'll reset the timer. And that was a really successful video. You guys really seem to like that, and I think it turned out really well. So pretty much the same principle still applies. There hasn't been really a better better way to make money since the VIP organizations came out. And I'm really excited to see what Rockstar builds on the VIP organizations once the drug dealing, finance, and felony DLC does actually release in Grand Theft Auto Online. But for now, doing the VIP challenges, a contact mission, and then repeating the process over and over and over again with 1 to 3 reliable friends and an unlimited amount of time, you'll get some really good money there. The next scenario is I have friends with the self-control and patience of panda bears, which I thought was an interesting adjective. So if you have friends like this, essentially what you want to do is just cause free mode destruction, whether it's going around collecting bounties, whether it's going around robbing liquor stores or the drug stores, or whether it's doing, Simeon car runs. Those are the sort of things you want to do if you have friends that don't have a lot of time and don't have a lot of self-control, because those free mode activities are so easy, they're so simple to do, but they don't require a lot of forethought and planning. So that's a pretty simple scenario, but could still be a pretty fun one too. The next one is I am alone and I already have a decent amount of money. So if you're flying solo, what you can do is acquire a buzzard and then do the VIP works/missions. What's great is you don't even need bodyguards to do these VIP missions, and there's some pretty good ones where you can get a lot of money. And I don't want to hash on this for too long, but again, the missions won't take you more than 6 to 8 minutes, and you can really do them at an unlimited amount of time, pending you do the contact missions after as well. So if you are alone, there are some VIP challenges and works that won't necessarily be the best to do, but there are some that are extremely easy, that are basically glorified, go from point A to point B style of missions. So that's what you can do. Make sure you have a buzzard. And what's great about that is if you don't have a buzzard, I think you can actually spawn one from the VIP menu or whatever it is, the SecuroServe menu, for like $10,000. It's super easy. So definitely check that method out as well. The next scenario is I am alone and I have a small amount of money. Well, if you fit into this category, what you need to do is play the Fleeca heist at least once. Now, if you guys remember, the Fleeca heist allows you to unlock the Armored Kuruma. Now, once you've unlocked the Armored Kuruma, you simply just want to do contact missions. There isn't a single contact mission in the game that can't be done on solo and on hard with a Kuruma used properly. The Armored Kuruma is essentially a little tank that allows you to use the majority of your weapons. You don't even have to get out of the car. You can just stay in the Kuruma and you'll do some massive damage and obviously be able to do the contact missions pretty easily. Now, I would have said this would have worked better when there was that double money and RP contact mission weeks going on, but still, the contact missions pay out a nice bit of money, and if you're alone, you can do them pretty easily and you won't have to worry about dying whatsoever. Second to last scenario is I am alone and I have no money. Well, unfortunately for you, this is kind of a tricky situation, but what you can do is open your phone, select a quick job, and select contact mission. Now, you'll get grouped with some random people to do missions with, but hey, there is the possibility you could make friends, and at the end of the day, you are going to be making a little bit of starter money that will hopefully allow you to work your way up into the criminal underworld. And finally, last but not least, you're in a scenario where you just like, F it, I don't care, I want mad stacks and money. So for this, you want to do is go into a session and beg for money. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Actually, do not do this. Remember, Rockstar can actually ban you for getting modded money in game. I don't know if this is the route to take. Honestly, I know it doesn't make sense, but Rockstar will throw out ban waves pretty much whenever they want. So it's not safe to just go around asking for money, because you don't want to get caught in a situation where not only do they take your money, but they suspend you for a certain amount of time too. And because we're literally could be weeks away from a DLC, what if they suspend you when the DLC comes out? So absolutely don't do that. I know that it doesn't make sense. I think I'm going to be doing a shark card giveaway a little bit later on, just because the theme of this video has kind of inspired me. But it's better to be safe than sorry in GTA Online, especially with some of the crazy bans we've seen that have gone 30 years in GTA Online. So just be careful with that. But anyways, those are all the money-making methods that I'm going to be talking to you guys about today, regardless how much time you have, how many friends you have, and how much money you have as well. Hopefully this guide was helpful for you. If you want to read an in-depth of what Sandshed did, I'll leave it in the description. It was pretty interesting, so I definitely recommend that you go check it out. If you did go on to enjoy the video, like rating would of course be awesome, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.